What is up, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 video. Now in this video I wanted to go over my thoughts on Phase 1 of the PTS and also go over the expertise system with you guys. Now unfortunately in this phase we were unable to acquire any of the new gear or weapons, so we'll have to wait till Phase 2 to test those out, the exotics and all that good stuff, and showcase those. The first things I wanted to talk about was the changes to the shield and the Intimidate talent. Now about the shield, they said, and I quote, "Shield skills have been unbalanced for quite some time and have grown to be a dominant build tactic in both PvE and PvP. Combined with In Sync, shields provide an unparalleled, no downside DPS boost." So what did they do? They added a downside to the shield. That is, 1, in PvP, the shield now takes significantly more damage. Personally, I don't think that was the issue. And 2, in PvP and PvE, when a shield breaks, it now irresistibly disorients the user. So they added a downside to the shield. But here's the thing, they took away the advantage. So if you take away the advantage, which as they said was the damage boost with In Sync, then why still add the disadvantage? So that just didn't make any sense to me, since the complaint, like I said, in PvP was not the shield itself, because you can take out a shield in a second. It doesn't take much to take out a shield at all. But it was that In Sync was procced with the shield. So I guess, you know, it is what it is on that, but I thought that was interesting. So now Intimidate, here's what the talent now says. And I think this is way bigger than a lot of people think, because you have to really look at the wording to know just how big of a nerf this talent really got. So it now says, while you have bonus armor, gain 1 stack each second up to a max of 7. Each stack increases total weapon damage by 5% to enemies within 10 meters. All stacks are lost when you have no bonus armor. So now you have to gain those stacks, and you won't have the 35% damage right off the bat, you know, which is fine, that's cool. You get 1 stack every second, so you can still gain decent damage with this talent, especially if you're playing PvE. In my opinion, that is not the biggest nerf of this talent. Now if you look, the talent now says that the damage you get is increased total weapon damage instead of the amplified damage the old Intimidate gave us. Meaning the damage now went from multiplicative to being additive damage, which is a huge nerf considering you can stack up to 35% or even 40% damage if you have the perfect Intimidate. And we all know just how much damage that gave us by multiplying it into our build as opposed to just adding it. Anyway, now on to the new game mode Countdown. So what is Countdown? Countdown is a new 8-player in-game mode for Division 2. 2 groups of 4 shade agents are deployed to a power plant to prevent a lockdown. Racing against the clock, the agents must work together to secure the site and stabilize the power plant. Believing their mission is complete, the agents prepare for extraction and are pursued by heavily armed and technologically advanced hostiles. Now first, let's remember this is just phase 1 of the PTS, and changes will definitely be made going further. But for now, my first thought has been this game mode is far too easy for something that is supposed to require 8 players to complete. I mean, you guys saw my gameplay, we 3-manned it. Now I know having Wids on your team definitely helps, but I've actually seen other content creators solo Countdown. You should not be able to solo something that is supposed to be meant for 8 players. I'm only in the 200s as far as shade levels go on PC, and I was easily taking out these enemies. Hunters are the only ones that really gave me a challenge, but for the agents who main PC and have their characters maxed out, even the hunters were no real threat to them. Now Yannick did happen to play with some content creators, and they shared his thoughts on that, and he did say that while testing, if they feel they need to up the difficulty, then that's absolutely something they will look into doing. I don't think there's a question about it, to be honest. It needs to be more difficult, and honestly, I just wish they would give us the option for all of the difficulties, meaning that we could put it on legendary if we wanted to. I think this game mode would be crazy good on legendary. I do love the maps on Countdown. As we know, there are several different encounters while playing this game mode. Some have called it a reskin of Summit, and while I can agree that obviously some of the objectives are ones that we do in Summit, I just really like the atmosphere, the look, the feel of these maps, especially at the end when you need to extract out and you have all these waves of enemies coming at you, including more hunters. I do, however, think there is far too much running with no action when you complete a part, then have to run to the next phase of the game mode. Maybe throw in some extra NPCs at us, you know, while we're trying to get to the next part of the mission or something like that. That would be good, because there is a lot of running with no action. This game mode has great potential, no doubt. Another thing is the loot drops. You get so much loot. Right now in the PTS, you can choose your targeted loot like you can in Summit, and if that is something they keep, and they keep the loot drops the same, then this will definitely be my go-to game mode to grind for gear or weapons I'm looking for, and also help with leveling up everything through the expertise system. And speaking of the expertise system, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So the expertise is over here with the recalibration and the optimization station. You can see we have the expertise level, then below that we have proficient, letting us know just how many of our 332 items have been fully upgraded to proficient. So the main thing to get our expertise level up is to become proficient in our items. So let's take a look. So you can see we have all the different categories: weapons, gear, skills, brand sets, and of course your gear sets. So basically, the more of these that are proficient, then the higher your expertise level will be. Now, how do you upgrade an item to proficient, and do you have to do this to each individual piece? Simple answer to this is 1. You upgrade your items through kill XP. You can also donate same type items, like with your FAMAS. You can see I have these 4 FAMASes, and these are just FAMASes that I crafted. You can also see that I have not been using, like on the build that I have not been using FAMAS, so my rank progress is at 0 of, 44,000. And that's how much XP you're gonna need to upgrade your proficiency rank to 1. And of course, you're gonna need 10 proficiency ranks to get your gun completely proficient. So again, you can do this by either donating materials that you can see here. You can donate materials. You upgrade it by kill XP, and also you can upgrade it by donating. You can see donate selected, so let's do that on all of these. You can see just donating 2 of them got me a proficiency rank, and so I donated all 4 of them, and you can see now my proficiency rank for FAMAS is 2. So those are the different ways that you can get your proficiency rank up. To get it at, to rank it up to proficient, again, you're going to need 10 proficiency ranks to get it proficient. And the saying goes, basically for anything, your gear sets, your brand sets. You can see I have Seska that's already proficient, and you basically upgrade them the same way as you did with your gun. You can either do it with, now the brand sets and the gear sets are different because you can level them up a lot faster than your guns as far as getting kill XP, because each piece that you have on your character while you're getting the kill XP, each piece is getting its own XP. So if you have multiple pieces of one brand set or gear set, so say you have 3 pieces of Seska where you're getting XP for all 3 pieces, so you're gonna level it up 3 times as fast, right? So keep that in mind. I've even seen some people running 6 pieces of either a brand set or a gear set just to level it up to get it to proficient as fast as possible, since you're getting XP on all of those pieces. And when you're talking about brand sets and gear sets, When you just get one piece proficient, then every piece in that brand set, excluding named items, because named items are individual, you have to level those up individually. But just your regular gear set items, you can see here, the only piece that I've been using is my Seska mask, and you can see I've got this brand set to proficient, but my knee pads and my holster are both also proficient, even though I have not used them, mainly because, like I said, all you need to do is level up one brand set and all your full brand set gets leveled up. Only when you get to proficient is when you have to start upgrading individually. So you can see I upgraded these knee pads to 1. You can see it on the top. Let me go ahead and use my mouse for this. You can see up top now it has expertise here, and it is 1, which gives us plus 1% total armor. So what we've seen so far is on no matter what gear item you have on, the upgrade is always going to be 1% total armor, and on your weapon it's going to be 1% total weapon damage. Is that going to change? I don't know. I guess we'll see as we progress in this PTS. So yeah, you can upgrade it to 1, and then you can see on these pieces there is no 1. So basically you have to upgrade them individually to get these now little bonuses that we can have. That also goes for your guns. All you need to do is level up 1 FAMAS, and all of the FAMASs will be leveled up. You can see we are at proficiency rank 2 here. So I'll show you the difference between your regular set and your named item. So our regular FAMAS is ranked level 2 on proficiency, but then I used the burnout a little bit, so you can see I'm almost at proficiency rank 1, but I am still at 0 on the burnout. So yeah, named items have to be leveled up individually. Besides that, there's really, that's really it. That's how you upgrade all of these pieces. Of course, your skills, if you're using your skills, it's going to upgrade it. This is the only skill I've really been using is my striker drone, and you can see that I have that at proficiency rank 6 right now. And let's see, how do you get ranks for your shield? I have been pulling my shield out too, so you can see proficiency rank 8, and I've really been doing nothing except pulling the shield out. Just basic. So honestly, just doing missions, any kind of gameplay, it's just gonna level all of your stuff up. So if you want your favorite build completely leveled up, just take that favorite build and go out in the open world doing missions, PvP, whatever you like to do, just go do it with that build, and you will get that build leveled up as fast as possible. Now, the only thing that's going to take a while to level up is, again, like I said, when you get to proficient, now you're gonna have to start donating materials and stuff to get those upgrades and the materials. It costs a lot. You're gonna need tens of thousands of materials to upgrade all of your stuff. Like I said, they're gonna be upgraded all individually, and you can already see just on this piece, because it costs different for each deal, but just for this piece you have 235 here, 150, and then 300 of these. So yeah, it's just going to cost a lot of materials to upgrade. So that's when your second, third, and fourth characters are going to come into play. If you're someone who does not have any extra characters, if you have a decent watch on you, getting those other characters are going to get you more scavenging for your watch, which means you can use that scavenging to get the materials, because that's what I do on my Xbox account. Obviously I main Xbox. I'm over 4,000 shade level on Xbox, so every time I run my third or fourth character through Warlords of New York, I get over 3,300 scavenging on my watch, which will definitely go towards materials of the pieces that I want to upgrade when this actually does come out in the live game. So that's basically what this expertise is. So if you have any questions about this, just leave it in the comments below. If you want to add something to it, go ahead and leave it in the comments below as well. And yeah, that's it. The PTS is ending today, and we will be getting the Phase 2 PTS on Friday, which will give us all of the new named items, the exotics, all that good stuff. So we'll be testing those out and see what those are all about. So yeah, that's it. As always, my friends on YouTube, take it easy.